Budedile bumnyama yavela expressions kuba kukhanya. Happy Freedom Month, South Africa. Welcome to your favorite youth current affairs show. Uyazi kaloku bana eli liqonga lokuba uzityandikila uphume kusheni kuba kaloku expressions it is express. Well, mbukeli wam Jimlo Khalosa kalubisi uMadlongoti. Kodwa ke le nqwelo namhlanje andiyiqhubi ndedwa Dinoliema all the way from Mthatha. Liema, all right?
Ndiyabila unjani Khalosa?
I'm right.
Tu ke ngoku mnasekhaya. The bright absolutely.
Bangangila babukeli masibathathe.
Nacho Mzansi Africa. Of course, I am your brand new host Uliema Vomisa right here on Expressions. We are coming to you live and the director from our Auckland Park studios partake eGauteng. Well, today in Mzansi Africa we are looking deeper at the recent disturbing social media trend called the Luh Tweezy challenge. Now, according to reports, this challenge originated on social media platform eyaziwa TikTok, where teenagers are donned in all black and of course they descend to public spaces including malls to create really chaos and disruption. Now, the recent incident also happened at the Mall of Africa in Midrand, whilst other incidents, plethora of them still continue to occur around Gauteng malls. And of course, as Expressions, we have compiled a short video for you. Have a look at it. And of course, Mbukeli Wama, those are some of the visuals really explaining and detailing the incident occurrences that happened at the Mall of Africa. Now we ask you, Apo Ekaya Mzansi Africa, do you think we should be concerned about the Luh Tweezy challenge, and perhaps maybe do you attribute it to even causing danger to the lives of unsuspecting patrons and the teenagers who of course partake in it? And you engage with us on all our social media platforms, Khalosa.
Oh yes, and just one bus black. We are not representing.
No.
No, Mukeli Ainjalo. Well, yeah, but that's a very important question, especially in the new age of social media and trends and cultures. You know, TikTok, the trends. Well, our producer, Utseho went to the streets to find out challenge.
This whole Luh Tweezy thing, right? I'm not gonna say much because I don't want to start trouble or anything like that. But I feel like it's mostly people that are following what they like, people who are actually expressing who they are, but in a very outrageous way. I mean, they do say live life to the fullest, but I mean, sometimes you gotta put a little bit of restrictions on it. You know?
Coming up as a South African young rap enthusiast, I feel like it's pretty cool how it's influenced us as a generation. People, they're able to express themselves with music and stuff. Even right now, I'm literally listening to some Luh Tweezy music.
No, I just feel like it causes a lot of injuries first of all. And it's just putting people's lives at risk and their own lives.
I think it's really bad because it's by endorser vandalism in such public places. Guti mabakhona kuyiphatha kanje ema mall benzani emakubo.
And of course, Mbukeli Wama, those are some of the interesting views from Abanye Ababukeli Ingakumbi on the street. But of course, to help me unpack this phenomenon that seems to be taking the country and really social media by storm, I happen to be joined in the desk for our panel discussion namhlanje with a strategic communications professional and a social media darling, Uitumelenga Tumi Powerhouse Mokwatlo. Welcome, Sis Tumi.
Hi, and thank you, and good afternoon or evening to the viewers.
And of course, a little bit later on, Apage and Kubeni in this panel discussion will be joined by the actual Luh Tweezy alleged founder. Let's just emphasize and stretch that out. He is going to be joining us in just a couple of seconds. But let's get it going, Sis Tumi. I mean, I want you to talk to me about your perspective now as a social media person, and perhaps what do you think seems to be happening here?
Listen, I mean, we've been on social media through different eras and different ages. And I mean, if you think of a phenomenon like this, that's like Luh Tweezy, which is like a current trend, it takes me back to the years of like Izkotane, the years when social media, beauty influencing was like a big thing. So we all wanted the Kylie Jenner lips and we all wanted to do the Kylie Jenner challenge. So I just think there's so many challenges that are being done on social media. Others are fun. And others are very, you know, they are so detriment to people's safety, like this particular one.
Yeah. And of course, at this moment in time, like I had said, we are actually joined by the alleged Luh Tweezy founder, contributor. Welcome, Mr. Gentleman. How do I pronounce you, first of all?
Illegal op.
It's a lil?
Everyone calls me illegal op.
Legal op.
Illegal op, yes.
Illegal op.
Yes,
all right. Now, illegal op, some people and reports, they say that mostly the influence of the Luh Tweezy challenge emanates from an American rapper. But I want you to give me your side of the story as an illegal op. What is Luh Tweezy all about?
So to start this, I would say a lot Luh Tweezys are just people that dress up and go to malls to just have fun, and like all that always ends up in fights, and everyone thinks like Luh Tweezys are bad people, but I would say Luh Tweezys are not bad people. So like
Luh Tweezys are not bad people. Now, maybe how can one person, rather just a normal citizen up in South Africa, distinctively identify a Luh Tweezy person? What are some of the characteristics and maybe even personal attributes?
Everyone identifies us as, like, they identify us through the way we dress.
Okay.
Yeah, as they say, we only wear black and white. So I would say that's the only way, because not like, I wouldn't say if you see someone on the street fighting, you just call them a Luh Tweezy. I say it's through the way that we dress. Because even at school, like, everyone calls me a Luh Tweezy because of the way I dress.
Okay.
Like, I started dressing like this way before, but when the Luh Tweezy thing came, everyone started calling me a Luh Tweezy.
Okay, so if I'm hearing you correctly, illegal op, I'll get Sistumi's perspective as well on this one. You were saying that before even the Luh Tweezy thing became a thing, you actually were dressing black and white just as a normal person, right?
Yes.
And then it so happened to come about, the Luh Tweezy thing, and did you hop on it? I can say rather, was it your choice to also be a part of it, or it so happened to engulf you indirectly so?
Exactly. It indirectly so. Yes.
Indirectly so.
Yes.
All right. Sistumi, I mean, he's talking about this before it was here. It was okay for a person to dress in black and all of that. But now that it's come along, it sort of creates this scenario that we are sometimes or mostly under pressure, extreme and immense pressures, particularly as abantu abasha, you know? So maybe how much of this can be really attributed to peer pressure? Because I would assume, had it not been on TikTok, it wouldn't have escalated as far as it is now.
Look, trends have always been there, and trends will always be there, you know, and they kind of have a ripple effect in whatever they're supposed to do. If it's dance, it has a ripple effect in, you know, creating more dance moves and so forth. But with this particular one, it's just kind of, you know, taking a direction in which it is so detriment to people's safety, like I said before. It's also detriment to the young people's, you know, lives. I mean, for example, if you are found as a Luh Tweezy at a mall and you're over 18 and you're charged, you stand a chance of having a criminal record. So that is very detriment to the type of person that you will be also, you know, in the future, because people don't want to work with people who are criminals. And it's just a fun challenge for everyone. But, I mean, it's scary. It's quite scary.
Illegal op, Ausdumi here is attributing this issue to really a pertinent one that needs collaborative measures to be taken into place. But what do you have to say now to people that, because she was alluding to the fact that if you so happen to be above 18 years old and you are caught disrupting in malls and all of that, this might have a ripple effect even on your personal life. So what do you say to people that say, but you're disrupting retail places?
So firstly, to what she said, I just wanted to say that this Luh Tweezy thing is not necessarily it's not a TikTok challenge.
Okay.
It's definitely not a TikTok challenge. And everybody's been saying that Luh Tweezys drink blood, all of that. Nah, nobody does that. Luh Tweezys just come together to have fun, and there's like a lot of gangs that's like, if obviously there's a lot of males in one place, it always leads to like fights and disruptions. So like when it comes to that, I don't know,
You don't have any opinion on that whatsoever. It's not what you are all about. Well, we were going to pause it here for this particular moment because we have to take a quick commercial break. We are still in conversation about the Luh Tweezy challenge that has made a social media buzz on TikTok. But we'll be right back on Expressions. Stay with us.
Enkosi ngohlala nathi nisabukele yona Expressions apha ku SABC 1. Today we are putting a spotlight on the recent mayhem that's been mushrooming around our public spaces, specifically kwi-malls ekuthiwa ke zila tweezers. Owona mbuzo siwubuzayo apha ekhaya into yokubana, should we be concerned into yokubana le Luh Tweezy challenge izawuphosa i-danger to the lives of young people, especially thina kaloku kuba sipha social media, sipha TikTok, and sijonga zonke celebrities bazenza ntoni. Well, to help me unpack this discussion namhlanje ndinayo uLilitha Nsundwana, who is a social media activist. Lilitha, welcome to Expressions. All right, Ntasekhaya.
Manibotise madlongothi kuhle mani kum, ndiyabulela. Chuncembe kunjani kuwe?
Oh, hayi sigawula sirhuqa asikhali nganto. Imbi lento sithetha ngayo namhlanje, we seeing young people begcwele qhu ezimall benxiba black besenza yonke le nto. What is your reaction?
Kukho lento yakwaXhosa ithi inkunzi uzazi. Ndinexhala kakhulu xa ndibona ulutsha lakowethu. Kaloku likamva lelizwe eli. Xa ke ngoku siza kuthi sigxabhagxabhise silulutsha senze ngolu hlobo, ibeka loo nto ikamva lelizwe lethu emngciphekweni. Ukutsho ke ndinexhala ukuba ziinkokheli ezinjani ezi sizaba nazo ngomso.
And ilixhala kakhulu kuba sithi kaloku abazinkokheli zangomso as young people. So xa sizowenza lena into sijonga i-celebrities amanye amazwe sifuna ukwenza izinto. So ucimba mhlambe, okay, yes, we are on social media, siko TikTok, siko Facebook. I mean, yintoni ede i-escalate side seqe umgaqo kude kube nje namhlanje?
Ndicinga okokubana kukho lanto ithi ugotywa uselula. Ibaluleke kakhulu lento sithi upbringing. Ndiyacinga okokuba abazali bethu mabaphinde man bazeke emzekweni, baphinde baxoze mphini wumbi okokuba bangenza kanjani ukuqinisekisa into baxa bekhulisa abantwana ababayekeli ukuba bakhuliswe lilizwe. I-TV is already there, radios are already there, the world is ready. If the parents are not instilling words as right ebantwaneni, then abantwana bazakuba influenced by the world.
Unyanisa kakhulu kuba lokhu nyani pha ezimpandeni lena into. I mean, as a social media creator, I mean, solo kuposti content phayana, and there are a whole lot different content creators. But ke ngoku, I mean, wenza njani now as a content creator into bana kuzo zonke ezi challenges zikhona unemida oyibekileyo. And I mean, we have a lot of content creators wonke umuntu ufuna ukungena kwi challenge ethile. So ndiseta njani, you know, because nam ndifuna utrend and bephayana i-views mazipophe mntase. Ndiseta njani imida?
Ndicinga okokubana mna yinkunzi ukuzazi njengoko bendisinitshilo ekuqaleni. Allow the world to trend from you. Wena sukuvumela into bana utrend from the world. So wena set your own standards, set your own parameters for your own life ukuze yonke into yenzayo ingabi kube kanti iba influenced by the world. So ndiyacinga ukubana eyona nto ibalulekileyo umuntu makazazi ukuba ungubani, then uzawuyazi uba yintoni emayibe out there ngaye okanye ngesiqu sakhe.
Ixesha lutshaba mntasekhaya, kodwa ke ndiyayazi into yobana uyimbongi. Ndikuvile xa uthetha isiXhosa uba uXhosa esingangqingwanga. Ndiyathanda into yokubana xa sizothi qhwi evenkileni usilinke to the break. But before that, ndiye ndeva phana ii-guests zethu, you know, zibalula into yokubana le nto esiyibonayo, it brings us back to the Skotane era. And I mean, we've seen young people be exposed kwinto efana nesenyobeni tavern begcwele qhu bade babe kanti bayabhubha bekuloo nto. I mean, can this tend to be something really bigger?
Ndicinga njalo ngokubana ulutsha lunikwe intshisakalo eyenza ukuba ingangumlilo ngaphandle. So intshisakalo esinayo ndiyanqwenela ukuthi ngaske singayijika in a way that is positive, not kwengekwezinto ezi negative ukuze ibe kanti ikamva lethu liyaqhakaza eMzantsi Afrika.
Intshisakalo endinayo ngoku kukuba ndikubone usilinka to the break usenzela umbongo oshoqolola ukhuza kuba kaloku imbongo ziyakhuza mntasekhaya.
Don't you know our youth that the teenage period is not just a cage to be limited by your feelings, but the teenage stage, it is a stage for you to explore, a stage to build a profile for the future of our country. Ingaba nithi sizukulwane esizayo sakuzeke mzekweni kumzila onjani xa niza kuzoba ezi zinto.
Welcome back. You're still watching Expressions right on SABC 1. As we continue to take and rather put the spotlight on the recent mayhem and maybe a chaos that erupted in our malls, rather, and that is the Luh Tweezy challenge. Well, we are continuing to ask you, Apo Ekaya, for a poll question. Should we really be concerned that the Luh Tweezy challenge might pose a danger to unsuspecting patrons and even the teenagers that partake in it, or even that are members? But as we wrap up our discussion, I'm going to have to throw it back to you, SCC Itu. Maybe you can talk to us about now the mitigations that can be put in place, because we know that social media is at the helm of this. So how do we maneuver our way, particularly for children and teenagers, how do we maneuver our way around this and prevent it from even escalating to what we see now?
I think, first of all, it's quite important to, you know, as parents, to be able to track movements of your child. And that's what I've realized. Like, a lot of moms who are moms to teenagers and so forth do not track what they do. I mean, for them to be able to communicate, they probably have a WhatsApp group, or they probably have a social media group where they communicate. So parents should be really well aware. And I mean, the number of kids that were there are definitely kids who are under parental care, you know. And for them as young people, it's quite important what you do now. Like, in my mother tongue, which is Sepedi, we say midiro ya gago ya go latela, meaning that your doings will always follow you. So if you are doing it for fun and then it turns into like mayhem and chaos that it was, and then has an impact on your life while you were just having fun, and other people are able to move on with their lives, it's such a great impact on your life. You know, it's a great impact on your future. So that's it.
Let me pick you here, Stomi, on the mother role that should be played in terms of limiting the usage, or even the bad or negative usage of children with social media.
Social media.
Maybe now there's Lamzali that is watching right now who doesn't have really access, that they're living in rural areas and all of that. Maybe what do you say to the child themselves? How can they maneuver around the platform themselves without the... I mean, obviously the parent at some point will have to chip in and all of that. But umntwana yena ngokunokwakhe, what can they do?
Listen, I mean, when I grew up, I was told that there's two roads that you need to travel. One has thorns, and the one that has thorns is the one that's not so fun. You're not going to be the coolest because you're not part of things. And the other one might be smooth sailing, and it has an impact. I mean, there's a lot of people that I went to school with that I definitely look at them now and wish their life could have been better because of the roads that they chose. So choose the right road for your life, and, you know, be able to know that the same power you may have in a challenge like this is the same power you may have in anything. I mean, the social media space is just so big for you to be able to do anything. You can be a YouTuber, you can be a content creator, you know, a lot of things, or a career can also boom from that. So if you are choosing to use it for fun and just to be unruly, then that's your own prerogative.
Use it responsibly. Illegal Op, let me bring you in here. She says use it responsibly, and you're very adamant that you are in no position inciting any violence. And if I am wrong, you'll correct me on that one. But I want you to also, in closing, maybe to also put in a word to your fellow Luh Tweezers, to your fellow peers, and I don't know, you can warn them if they need to be warned, or even your perspective or opinion in closing.
There's one thing I'd like to say to my fellow Luh Tweezers is just to stop the violence. That's it. Stop the violence. Everyone can have fun. Go to malls, do whatever you want, eat. But the violence there's no need for violence. I always tell my friends, even my friends that I like walk around the malls with, I tell them there's no need, it's not worth it. Even my uncle told me that there's no need for violence. You can solve your issues by talking.
There's no need for violence. Well, thank you for joining us, a legal op, and of course to you, Sisi Tumi, who is a strategic communications power professional, rather. Kola, that is unfortunately the end of this interesting and really pivotal conversation that shall shape abantu abatsha nokokuba mhlambi sijongise phi phambili.
You know, and I'm happy that we're able to amplify all these different voices. Into ethi nyani sisiyalandela emkhondweni as expressions, and amazwi endifuna ukuwakhupha kukuba noba yintoni oyenzayo as a young person, make sure that we are jonga choice oyenzayo kuba it can affect you for the rest of your life. Thank you so much, Mbukeli. Nani ngokuba nisibukele. Kodwa ke sinshinodwa, we are leaving you with Simpson Sally, a city one more chance.
That is.
Ready to go, bro.
It's your boy Sally Simpson. I wrote a special song for special somebody.
I wrote the love song.
Her name is Katini Mkitega. Hope you're watching this. Yeah. Yeah. Look. Yeah. One, two, three.
All we gotta do is give it one chance and making moves. You really wanna dance together, we look good. I tell you in advance, the babies will look cute. You can never beat the past. All we gotta do is give it one chance and making moves. You really wanna dance together, we look good. I tell you in advance, the babies will look cute. You can never beat the past.
Roses are red, violets are blue. Say that you love me, I'm in love with you too. Plus you got bread, I know you the truth. Can't go a day without thinking about you. Plus you look bad, I'm over the moon. You said you's a fan, now I'm back in the booth. Forget all the past, I couldn't choose. You did me dirty, so let's call it truce. Way to the top, you see the clues. With you on my side, girl, I cannot lose. Life without you, funeral blues. I'm gonna marry you, tell them the news. A matter of time, I will be that dude that gives you whatever. Make sure you're good, get us a spot and move out the hood. Your exes ain't shit, I don't mean to be rude.
All we gotta do is give it one chance. See me making moves, you really wanna dance together, we look good. I tell you in advance, the babies will look cute. You can never be the past. All we gotta do is give it one chance. See me making moves, you really wanna dance together, we look good. I tell you in advance, the babies will look cute. You can never be the past.
But I know you don't trust me to tell you the truth, I'm not fighting. Cause really there's nothing I'm hiding, our future's exciting. The way that I love you surprising, I'm cracking a smile while I'm writing. Your presence inviting, in love with the way that you hype me. Don't worry about pictures I'm liking, there isn't a soul that I'm fucking. And I can prove it, no fronting.
Give you my password or something. Road to success is you riding. No time for these girls, I got you to be wifing. Yeah. Look.
All we gotta do is give it one chance and making moves. You really wanna dance together, we look good. I tell you in advance, the babies will look cute. You can never be the past. All we gotta do is give it one chance and making moves. You really wanna dance together, we look good. I tell you in advance, the babies will look cute. You can never be the past.
Yo. Shout out to my family for watching. Shout out to Katini Mkitega. I dedicated that song to you. Shout out to my mom watching at the crib. And shout out to everyone that's watching this because of me. Sally, I'm out.